I feel like a child again.
She's always there for me. It's in her nature.
वो हमेशा दिखाती है मुझे bright side. She is nature और मैं हूँ her finest creation. Nature's finest by Mia.
Hey, what we have is more than just a feeling. It's what we believe in. Now that you've changed, will you be the same? 'Cause you're way ahead now. Oh, 'cause you're way ahead now. You and we, you've been the energy. You make me complete. Will you remember me? 'Cause you're way ahead now. 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 You always lit the path. You showed us the way. Forever in my heart, I think you're gonna stay. You took me up when I was down, but now you're not around. 'Cause you're way ahead now. Yeah. Memories are like movie scenes. They're evidence of where we've been. Like a warm embrace on a winter's day, they'll be our saving grace. Cause you're way ahead now. Cause you're way ahead now.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, time for us to get started with the Delhi final of Tata Crucible for Corporates 2024. Top 6 finalists here today at the Delhi final of Tata Crucible. Contestant 1, all right, Rishabh, Vedang, Shikin, Kunal, Alekhya, and Harshit. All right, all buzzers good to go. Time for us to get started. I've got 25 questions. The first 20 will appear on screen. We'll get to the last 5 later. 2 attempts are allowed. The scoring pattern is plus 20 if you get it right, minus 20 if you get it wrong. No points for guessing why it's 20. It's 20 years of Tata Crucible. It's as simple as that. So 20, the value of that right answer and the wrong answer. 2 attempts allowed. Keep that in mind. I will, of course, have additional narratives to offer to the visuals if you do not buzz and allow me to do that. So I'm going to get started quickly to gain on time. All contestants, all the best to all of you. Can we have a round of applause for our Delhi finalists as we get underway with the first frontier of our game here today, as we appreciate the support offered to Tata Crucible from, of course, Nexon, Tata Play Binge, which is our binge buzzers, and our scoreboard, Mia by Tanishq, and Big Basket. As we move into the first frontier of our game here today, it's time to think. Here it is. So we've identified 3 pillars which are going to be so important as the world moves into the future, which is to think, which is to collaborate, and which is to lead. So the entire framing of our structure of Tata Crucible revolves around that theme, where the world is increasingly focusing on thinking ability, the criticality of collaborations, and the imperativeness to be willing to lead. All that integrated into a final of a Tata Crucible. Questions appearing on your screen. The front two TV screens are your best view as we get started with the first question appearing on your screen now. Herb Keller, the CEO of Southwest Airways, and Kurt Herbold, the CEO of Stevens Aviation, took part in an actual hand wrestling match to settle a copyright fight over a slogan. What three-word slogan was settled on this fight? Interesting. What three-word slogan got settled through this wrestling match? You've just got to be that to win a Tata Crucible. No one on the buzzer. Anyone in the audience? All right, just a reminder for all of you enthusiastically answering. How many ever answers you give today as correct answers, you win one audience prize. Okay? It's not one audience prize per answer. We've got nice prizes, but the idea is to give more prizes. Yes? Just plain smart. Lovely. Put your hands together. Good one. To win a Crucible, all you got to do is be just plain smart. As we go to question number 2 on your screen, here it is. What is common to these two identities from India? It represents something so important and precious in India. What do these logos represent in India? Someone's gone for it. Alekia, go ahead.
I think it's the logos of the diamond bows, the Surat diamond bows, and I don't know the other. You said precious, so I'm looking at them. So logos of the diamond bows is in India. One of them is Surat diamond bows, which is I think the one on left.
Basically, the diamond roses, one you're saying is Surat, the other, well, I thought the other one's easier, Mumbai. Put your hands together for him, he'll get the first 20. As we go to the next one on your screens, coming up now. Malcolm Gladwell, writing in the New Yorker, suggested he may well have been the most influential architect of the 20th century. Who was he talking about when he was referring to one of the people who was one of the creators of the concept of modern malls? Malcolm Gladwell was writing about someone in the New Yorker, and he said, he may well have been the most influential architect of the 20th century. Who was he talking about? None on the buzzer. Anyone in the audience giving this a shot? Yes? No, nothing to do with Sears. Tough one. Good thinking. Macy's. Sullivan, no. Thank God you didn't buzz. All right, people on stage always think that way. Well, ladies and gentlemen, the answer was Victor Gruen. Important name in the world of the mall business. And we go to the next one, hands on the buzzer. Question appearing on your screen, question number 4. Now, this will lead you to an important company named after a river that flows near a grand shrine. One of the most sacred and revered of shrines in Japan. It represents a motor company.
I'm guessing is it Honda?
Minus 20. You take a minus 20 on Honda. A famous river that flows near a grand shrine. A very sacred and revered shrine from Japan. Wait. Someone's going for it. It's Harshit.
Is it Daewoo?
Oh, minus 20 to you. Daewoo would be Korean, Japanese. Yes, gentleman with the spectacles, black shirt, I think, or green. You, yeah. No. No. Not Suzuki. River. Yokohama. Isuzu is absolutely right. The Isuzu River and the Isuzu Motor Company. Tough one, so these are not straightforward answers. We give you 3 clues there. As we go to the 5th question on screen, one of them on 20, rest on minus 2 on minus 20 as we go to the next one on screen. Now, which economic phrase? Rishabh stopping me.
There ain't no such thing as a free lunch.
The connection between these pictures is the line,
Milton Friedman, and the phrase was used in this novel. Dan Staffel, there ain't no such thing as a free lunch.
there ain't no such thing as a free lunch. Except at Tata Crucible, we do have a free lunch. Plus 20. Plus 20, that's a good one. And a confident answer. He just about knew everything about it. As we go to the next one on your screen now. Democracy dies in darkness. Powerful lines, perhaps applicable era after era. Which daily newspaper? Stilson Hutchins on your screen. I thought I gave it away with that. Stilson Hutchins on your screen. Democracy dies in darkness. Evidently, the United States on your screen. Or, really? All right. Oh, someone just in the nick of time. Yes.
I'll take a shot with New York Times.
Minus 20. He took a shot, took the wrong shot. Someone else is taking a shot. He eliminated one.
Washington Post?
Clever, plus 20. Yes. All right. That is plain smart. Well, good one. Got the main name eliminated in a sense. That's doing a favor in a quiz. As we go to the next one on your screens, here it is. This is a French giant. He's gone for it.
Renault.
Minus 20. Minus 20 on Renault. Wendell is the parent. The identity of the company represents various important traits such as truth, impartiality, trade, equity, performance, universality, vigilance, knowledge, attestation. All these represent what a company should ideally represent, and this company helps you audit such parameters. French company, well known in India too. Well known in India. Good questions. Nobody on a second attempt? You want to try again?
Bureau Veritas.
Is correct.
Very nice.
Is correct. Bureau Veritas is correct. Hard luck to you. You should have waited for me then to complete the question as we go to the next one on your screens now. This is a luxury fashion brand. This is a 1933-34 advertisement essentially promoting Nazi uniforms by this brand.
Hugo Boss?
Plus 20 again. He's playing well, he's got that right. A nice advertisement, a blast from the past, and that gives him a 20. Hugo Boss actually created the Nazi uniforms. As we go to question number 9 on your screen now. This would lead you to an industrialist and a philanthropist who authored these books. Triumphant Democracy, An American Four in Hand in Britain. Huge name, more in philanthropy than as an author. Anybody? Right at the back? Lovely. He's got that absolutely right. Question number 10, which is the first part of the quiz. On screen, here it is. This is a corporation that was subject of this 2005 documentary, which is on your screen. It's a documentary film which was created by Robert Greenwald and Brave New Films. The title of the documentary was The High Cost of Low Price.
Walmart?
Again a plus 20. Oh, smart, quick, well played. Kunal is playing this game well. I think that's taken him to 60. It's a very, very good documentary. It's something I watched, so I'm not advocating without watching. It's extraordinary how these low-price corporations actually incur very high cost. It's a contrarian theory of economics that works for them because they manage scale. It's actually called the high cost of low price. It's like how it costs a fortune to keep Gandhi in poverty. It's like that. We'll take a look at where the contestants are here today at Tata Crucible, the Delhi final. Leading the way is Kunal with 60, two of them trying to chase him. Alakya on 20, Rishabh on 20. The others, I'm sure, will get there. Shikin is also on 60, but with a small little sign in front of that 60. So, minus 60. But he's going to kick himself on a couple of answers. Bureau Veritas. I think he knew that, but just went in a hurry. As we go to the second half, time to look at a few collaborations. Here we go. As we start with the first one, hands on the buzzer, the overall answer matters more than your ability to break up the clues. On screen, the first one. This is an initiative called Avahan. It's an AIDS initiative in India. Alekya has gone for it.
Okay, that logo on beside goalkeepers is United Nations Sustainability Development Goals. So I'm guessing the overall answer is United Nations, and within that, United.
Your overall answer is UN, United
Yes.
Nations.
Yeah.
Minus 20. Continuing with my question, Avahan is an initiative for AIDS in India. Your answer is one of the biggest endorsers of Avahan. Goalkeepers is an initiative to bring together leaders around the world to commit for sustainable development goals by the United Nations. Mark Sussman is a famous leader of this institution or this foundation. He's going for it.
BMGF? Bill and Melinda Gates?
We'll give it to you. We'll give it to you on that. Don't answer out of turn. Couldn't hear you from there, but luckily enough, on screen, Kunal getting Bill and Melinda Gates Foundation. As we go to the next one, question number 2, on screen now. This gentleman founded Olivio. Olivio was a butter brand. He headed a very important foundation which essentially raised funds for the restoration of the Statue of Liberty. He founded this electric bike decades before electric became popular. Who is this great, iconic leader who started a butter brand, a cycle brand, headed fundraising for the Statue of Liberty? Huge name from the world of automobiles. Kunal's giving it a half chance.
Henry Ford?
got an error completely wrong there. Minus 20. Anybody trying? Big name in the world of automobiles? Nobody? Rohan? Lee Iacocca, absolutely right. The man who headed the fundraiser for the restoration of the Statue of Liberty and created e-bike SX, which is for Global Motors. On to the next one. On your screens, now. All of this will lead you to a very important corporation. They redefined valuation as measuring and managing the value of companies with their trademarked method of doing it. On my far right, Rishabh's giving it a shot.
This is McKinsey 7S framework. And
Lovely, lovely. That's the McKinsey 7S framework. Cracker of an answer coming in from him and deserving that 20 as we go to the next one on your screens. Question number 4 in the second frontier. Now, all of this will lead you to a phenomenal brand. On my right, Shikin.
Yeah, it has to be Mercedes because I know the logo is there, but the font is also in the style of Mercedes cars. So I know you generally don't give questions where the logo is visible somehow, but I had to take a shot.
You got to give me a slightly better answer.
I mean, Mercedes-Benz started with Daimler is also related, but Benz.
All right, give it to you on Benz. Plus 20 to you. Plus 20 to you. That was actually way before, that's not actually the Mercedes-Benz logo. That was actually the logo which they used before they came up with the Mercedes-Benz, the iconic logo. The stretch makes it look like that actually. What is important is the Benz Museum. So all of this will lead you to Benz, but give it to you nonetheless. 20 will bring you down to, I think, minus 40, is it? Okay, I lost track. But then you still got a long way to go, so you can get back. As we go to the next one, question number 5 on your screens now. All of this will lead you to an individual. He's gone for it.
Muhammad Yunus Foundation, that's the Yunus Foundation.
That's the Yunus Foundation to catch a dollar.
Yeah.
All of this will lead you to Nobel laureate Muhammad Yunus. High quality answer. That's a high quality answer. He's still on minus 20, but not out of the game at all from the way he's playing. As we go to the next one on your screens now. Indian American physician. His name is Vasant Narasimhan. He will lead you to a huge pharma giant. Massive pharma giant. Indian American physician. None going for it. Right in front. Novartis would absolutely be the right answer. As we go to the next question, question number 7 on your screen now. After whose death?
Churchill.
You know everything about champagnes?
He used to drink this.
Put your hands together for him. Absolutely right. The black border around the Paul Rogers label is actually mourning for the death of Winston Churchill. Exists to this day. Simple black border, which is from the day he died. Superbly played. Sometimes helps when you are loyal to a single brand. That gives him another 20, puts him back onto, I think, 80, which is where he was. Took that negative. Question number 8 on your screen now. This is a chat bot. Alekia is giving it a shot.
I'm going for Grok of Twitter.
You know who developed it?
I think Elon Musk and his team.
Put your hands together for him. Well played on that one. He'll get himself a very, very important 20. Final moments when they'll try and make those come back. 2 questions remaining. We'll take a look at the end of the next 2 before we go to the final round. On screen, here's the next one coming up now. Famous.
I have to go with Christian Louboutin.
Sorry?
Christian Louboutin. That's the red.
Just knew it straight out. The famous Red Souls can't let you down. Put your hands together. Plus 20. That's a good one. Vedang just went for it in a flash. Absolutely perfect. Louboutin, Christian Louboutin. As we go to the last one in this round, that's me. On your screen, final question. Here we go. This is an important. Go ahead on my far right. Rishabh.
Fairchild Semiconductor.
Sorry?
Fairchild Semiconductor, guys.
Fairchild Semiconductor. Give me a little more than that.
These were the traitorous 8 or those guys who started Fairchild Semiconductor.
And later,
Later, they founded the company Fairchild Semiconductor.
not the answer I'm looking for. They were specifically called something. I'm giving you a very fair chance. They were collectively called something.
They were collectively called the traitorous 8.
Minus 20. Minus 20. He's gone for it. Into your mic. If he gets it right, he's back to nil.
Yeah, so they are the Fairchild Mafia. That's nice.
You got to give me a better answer.
So they went on to build these all the semiconductor companies.
Exactly what he said. You're trying to reword what he said. I would have given it to him on Fairchild.
Yeah. So the chip mafia, maybe.
Minus 20. Minus 20. Look at the number of hands
Intel
going
Mafia,
up.
isn't it?
Sorry?
Intel Mafia, isn't it?
No. Minus 20. I was looking the lady at the back. PayPal Mafia. PayPal Mafia is the term that I was looking for. I was straight out there. They were called the PayPal Mafia. Hard luck to all of you. Well, really, really irritating wrong answer to get. And that can happen in life. But we'll take a look at the scores. And I think it's an important one. Everyone's binging on those buzzers. Tata Play's binge buzzer and the Tata Play binge board on your screen. On 80 is Kunal. He's playing well. Rishabh and Vedang are on 20. Alakya is also on 20. He lost to 20. Otherwise, he would have been in a better position. He knows that well. Kunal's playing the game well, though he took one negative. And the one who's really played well, but again gone back to a minus 40 is Shikin. He's certainly tried to make a huge comeback.
I thought it PayPal Mafia, but then when you didn't say him no on Fairchild, I thought then maybe it's the Fairchild Mafia.
So, I mean, I wouldn't have been so, unconsiderate or... Anyway, one final frontier, Kunal looking good. But 5 questions still to go, which is 100 points. So anything can happen as we move into the final frontier of the Delhi final of Tata Crucible. It's time to lead. Here it is.
This picnic was a great idea.
थैंक यू
Candlelight dinner of sandwiches.
पर ब्रेड बटर तो लिए नहीं आज सेल डे नहीं है ना
What? ब्रेड बटर खरीदने के लिए forget that Thursday sale. Big basket है हर दिन सस्ता. Big savings, big basket.
Dumbest idea ever.
गुड मॉर्निंग बच्चों, आज हम पढ़ेंगे कि 4 गुणा 4 16 नहीं 149 होते हैं।
कैसे सर?
अरे बताता हूँ। सबसे पहले तो टाटा प्ले बिंज ऐप डाउनलोड करो।
ओके सर।
यहाँ मिलेंगे 29 OTT ऐप्स। उनमें से डिज्नी प्लस हॉटस्टार और Z5 जैसे अपनी पसंद के कोई भी 4 ऐप सिलेक्ट करो।
बढ़िया सर।
और इन चारों ऐप्स का सारा कंटेंट देखो एक ही बिंज ऐप पर।
वाओ सर।
और चाहो तो 4 अलग अलग स्क्रीन पर भी देख लो। और ये सब मिलेगा सिर्फ 149 रुपीज पर मंथ में। तो हो गए ना 4 गुणा 4 149।
4 गुणा 4 149।
टाटा प्ले बिंज सब्सक्राइब नाउ।
I read out the questions to you. You decide when you want to stop me during the questioning time. If you stop me, I stop reading the question, you answer. If you get it wrong, I continue reading the question for the benefit of the remaining 5. If you're ready, nothing appearing on screen. So question number 1 of 5, here we go. It's a term that was actually coined by this person's attorney when he argued before the Interstate Commerce Commission that a proposed increase in railroad rates was unnecessary despite an increase in the labor costs. The term is credited to a very famous behavioral scientist, but it's actually his attorney who coined it. Louis Brandeis is the attorney. Who's the thinker? There's a thinker and an attorney.
Can you repeat the concept?
The statement was, okay, the concept.
Whatever the statement.
Statement, okay. It was before the Interstate Commerce Commission where he proposed that increase in railroad rates was unnecessary despite an increase in labor costs. So you can either tell me the term or the famous management name. I'll give it to you on both. Big name. None trying? His attorney coined it, but this man is credited with it. Right, anybody in the audience? Someone's gone for it. Be faster, yeah?
I'll just take a shot.
Go on. Yeah.
Carnegie Mellon.
Minus 20. Minus 20. Anyone else? Nobody? No? No? 4? All right, tough one for everyone. The answer, F.W. Taylor. The term, scientific management. Hands on the buzzer. Question number 2. My sisters, Smita and Shobha, were the faces of this brand.
Shashi Tharoor, Amul ads.
The Amul ad campaigns. His real life sisters were the first 2 faces and the first 2 Amul girls. Last 20! Last 20, Shashi Tharoor's sisters were the actual first 2 models of the first 2 Amul girls in India. Beautifully answered. Question 3. Which celebrity businesswoman would you associate to Parkwood Entertainment and the House of Derion? It's a woman's fashion line. He's giving it a shot.
Beyonce.
Last 20. Can I take a look at the scores? Because the runner-up now could be interesting. Kunal seems to be through to the national semi-final. We'll take a look at, it's a fight. 3 of them on 20 apiece. 2 questions to go. There is a runner-up award here at a Tata Crucible at this level. So on that Tata Play binge board, we've got 3 of them who will fight possibly for that second spot. And here is question number 4. It was first sold by the Chillicothe Baking Company in Missouri in 1926. This was thanks to an American inventor and engineer, Otto Frederick Rowider. He created an automatic machine that would solve breakfast problems. What was this that he created that helped?
The sliced bread cutters. So the best
breads came in pounds and it was very difficult to cut the bread. So he actually created a butt. Beautiful. Kunal really going from strength to strength here today. The final question. Let's see who gets this. Hands on the buzzer. It's a term that was coined by the Italian state oil company, Enrico Mattei, the head of the Italian state oil company, Enrico Mattei, while he was describing the super majors that formed what was then called the Consortium for Iran. It was a cartel that dominated the global petroleum industry from the 40s to the 70s. It included the Anglo-Persian Oil Company, the Gulf Oil, Shell, Standard Oil of New Jersey, and Chevron, technically two of them. The other one, of course, went on to become Esso, and then Mobil. All these together were described with a two-word term. Is someone?
Seven Sisters.
Sometimes everything goes right. Kunal into the national semi-final. He's dominated here today. Absolutely brilliant. Just about knew everything. No two ways about the way he's played it out. Extraordinary performance by him. Well, we'll go to the tiebreaker and take a look at what happens in that tiebreaker as we go to the first one. Hands on the buzzer. Let's start with question number one. Tiebreaker. Three of them. All right. Rishabh, Vedang, and Alekia. Question number one. Quinsel, Quensel, means clarity. Is both the objective and the meaning of that word. It's the national newspaper of a country, which, in an increasingly changing world, is a kingdom. It's the national newspaper of a kingdom. The word stands for clarity. The word in that country is Quensel. Quensel. Which kingdom are we talking about? The stated objective of this newspaper, a rarity in this world, is to focus and carry happy news. Alekia is giving it a shot.
I think it's good old Bhutan. Because Bhutan is known for their happiness, so gross happiness index, etc.
Oh, you're linking the gross national happiness to newspapers saying I'll carry happy news.
And they have a kingdom as well, Kingdom of Bhutan.
They are a kingdom as well. He wins the runner-up position. He'll win the runner-up position is Alekia from Unstop. But ladies and gentlemen, runner-up here today will be Alekia. And we'll take a look at the final scorecard on that binge board. Here it is. And marching into that national semi-final, emphatic with 160 is Kunal. Put your hands together for him. Well played. Really, really well played. Congratulations, guys. Well done. Can we have a round of applause for them? Very well played. Congrats.